Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Windraker, Adventure on the High Seas. Although, we're not really on the high seas, as our ship done sunk last week. Uh-huh. Yep. Um, so, playing today, we have, in no particular order, Z Warrior. And then we have Tara. That's fair. And then we have Luke. And then we have Jared. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Everoth. Mm, right. Right, everybody can ride a camel, thanks to the most unlikely camel teacher. They spit. All right. Well, so last week you got to I don't even remember the name of the city. Um, the main port on the Al Shakek, San Alma, and ran the blockade. You wound up losing your ship as a result of a massive tsunami formed by the
No
uh,
one knows how it happened. I did not sink my mother's ship. That did not happen.
Ooh, there's a reason I've got a whippy rapier.
No one knows I did such a thing. Nothing happened. Ignore me.
You shall not be ignored. All right. So, um, yeah, you came to port and you gave your ship a Viking funeral, and then came into the desert. You found you saw the ship of a ship flying the Harcourt banner in the port as well. Though you haven't seen many Harcourt soldiers about or sailors about. Um, you have procured some camels and a guide
And some clothes.
and some clothes. Correct.
I'm not dressed in my fancy elaborate clothes. Well, I am not the outlandishly whippy ones, but my sexy clothes are just covered in local garb. I am sweating.
Just dying. All right. So, last night everybody's a little sore, but you all have the basic idea how to ride a camel. You were all getting set up and ready to meet at this gate up here, I do believe. So, it is the morning of, and you are getting ready to set out.
Takes.
Sounds good.
We got everything we need.
I think so. I hope so.
Food has been acquired?
Aye, we had plenty of provisions that we can take with us still. That should be good for the next month.
And the camels have been acquired, so we should be good.
Where's your friend? Meeting at the gate.
Yes, we are to meet him.
No time to waste, I say. Let us be done with this, and then we can come back and steal that Arkar vessel.
Set your sights real high.
That's the best one there.
If there's a bigger one by time we get back, then we'll be taking that one, of course. Oh, buy a lizard from the lizard vendor for breakfast. Delicious.
Just to taunt your companion.
Yeah, partly. Also because it's got something addictive in it, and she's like, "Oh wow, this lizard, bro." I'll buy you a lizard if you want one, daughter.
I'll eat a lizard.
There you go. Another for the girl. Are you too old for a piggyback on your old Mars shoulders?
With you being Miss Stumpy,
I can take you.
might be a little hard there. But I think we're heading out.
Hey, let's be gone. Layabouts.
All right.
BD. Grob.
James,
Yes.
Low-Tech 135 describes camel saddles. Which do we have?
Ooh. I forgot to open books. Give me a second.
Low-Tech 135. I'm just wondering because they do give bonuses to riding for certain circumstances.
Yes.
And if you have riding horse, riding camel is at -3.
I'm sorry. What was the
135.
35?
+1 from the teaching, or just for you guys?
We were allowed to spend a point on it from the teaching.
Ah.
To bridles and bits. Does that bonus stack with the other stuff?
Just an early riding saddle.
Okay.
Nothing elaborate.
And a bridle and bit.
Yes.
So that's +4 2-handed, +3 1-handed total with a saddle.
Yes.
Woo!
So you're not all useless. But yes, you get to the front gate and you meet your companion at the gate. And
Good day to you, Yusuf.
second. Where did I put him? I have lost the man's token.
If you go to recently uploaded stuff, it should be right at top. You know, if you're like going to search for something.
Also, what is the mount skill of the creatures, the camels? Because you do the average of your riding in their mount.
Oh,
What's their mount
okay.
skill?
Right. Their mount would be at 12.
What if it's less?
Then ignore their mount skill.
Oh, but is that before saddle and bridle bonuses?
After.
Koi.
And since they have mount, they give us a +1 to riding.
Ooh.
Nope. I've lost Yusuf, so Yusuf gets a new token.
You've lost him.
Fortunately, I've got a whole shitload of tokens. I just gotta find. That'll work. Alright, so Yusuf shows up. I don't know why I put him there. There we go. Alright, so yeah, you're there. You see Yusuf. Good day, friends. Are we ready to travel?
Yes, we are.
Aye.
Wonderful. Well, it is a long journey, so we should check the gear and be on our way post haste, as soon as possible.
I don't have packing. Hopefully someone does to load the camels up.
I do.
Woo!
Hold on, Captain.
I'm just
Yep.
like fanning myself.
Those camels are fucking loaded. So
Locked and loaded.
Safety is off.
yeah. You guys set off. Let me go back to the world map. So yeah, you guys set off on the North Road. And it just starts, like, as you go through, it just starts cutting right through this desert. Um, it's it's not necessarily like a road as much as it is just a place of packed dirt that, blown sand is mostly not on the trail because enough people are, walking through and pushing it down so it doesn't get as much a chance to accumulate. Um, yeah, it's, sparsely vegetated, mostly uh, cactuses and the like. You definitely see lizards and snakes. Couple of really big ass bugs, but other than that, it's
I have a game to pass the time. Call out the lizards when you see them. Lizard! Lizard!
I'll gleefully and sadistically play the game along with you.
brain damage will not play the game.
Lizard, oh no, it's sand. Lizard, oh, more sand.
Okay.
I feel like we calculated already, but I've completely forgot.
Yeah, I too have completely forgotten. And
3 days
I
to the
see.
city,
3 days.
3 days to
to
the
the
first
last
one.
city.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
It's 7 days total, or like 7 to 12 days, depending on how crazy it gets in there to get to the water we're not supposed to be able to see.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried.
I know, it worked.
Yeah, it worked on me. Okay.
All right. So yes, the first day's riding long and hot, and Yusuf keeps a big smile on his face. He seems to be pretty okay with the whole situation.
Well, that's good.
I think unless you're talking to him, he doesn't seem to have a whole lot to say. But eventually, you guys start rolling in, and you'll notice like you're coming into a whole like an ancient destroyed city. Like you've just walked into a ghost town. And as you get a little deeper and deeper, there's more and more complete buildings. Um, as you came in, it was just like the outline of foundations, but then you eventually get to a point where you see uh, uh, the ruins of stone structures and all that, and then eventually you come kind of the center of town where there's a big stone like monolith um, popping right out in the middle of what looks like it used to be a bazaar. There's a well, and Yusuf will say, we have made camp, our first camp for the night.
I look up from the erotic novel I were reading and see all the ruins for the first time. Just like blink a bunch. What's all this then? This place looks like it's seen better days, Yusuf.
Oh, I might be a know-it-all. Let me be a know-it-all. Hold on one sec. I think I have history. Which one is it? Al-Shakek? Yeah.
This will be Al Shakak.
Boop!
Okay, so that this was a fairly prosperous city on the road to the or along the road of the pilgrim. Um, the monolith is the first marker on your way there. And yeah, it is like kind of the first camp for the evening sort of deal.
Okay.
And
Well,
yeah,
I
the
will
whole thing is
definitely.
supposed to be welcoming to the pilgrims. The whole thing died out when Tuska started doing their pilgrimages and taking over the area, and as less and less people were taking the pilgrimage, the town didn't really thrive, and Tuska being the religious zealots they are, it all kind of died out.
Yeah, I will I will in way more detail than was just given. Like I give exact dates and stuff. I will explain all of that.
You'll be a nerd.
I will be a nerd.
Fanning myself. Staring blankly.
Yeah, it's about twilight as all this happens, as you guys roll in. So
I need to find Jade. I'm roasting, sweating in this. Oh, but my point. This looks like a grand place to be ambushed by ne'er do wells.
I gotta be honest. I feel like you bought a parasol.
Oh yeah, parasol, lovely. Yeah, I did.
Like I just see that. Um. So yeah. Guys make camp. Do the standard camp thing. Night watch.
Anyone got survival death?
Hopefully our guide does.
I mean, the place that you are at is literally like meant to be for what you guys are doing. This is like going this is the equivalent of going camping at like a disused like campground.
Success by 3 on a basic IQ check. That'd make a survival at a +2 or 3, probably.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Your guide has taken care of it. Like this is fine.
I will instead divert that intelligence roll to finish in the chapter of the erotic novel.
Okay. So yeah, that's the first night, and unless anybody's got anything they want to do, we'll skip ahead to morning.
Are we taking washes, though? I feel like we skipped over my thinking of this being a grand place to be ambushed by ne'er-do-wells. Gradually look around.
Yeah, I think we're definitely taking watches.
Oh, good answer. You go first. And I'm asleep.
Aye, Captain.
Captain doesn't take any watches.
I take people's wristwatches off their hands after I done cut their arm.
They make sun clocks too that small.
All right. So, in the middle of the night, everybody's jostled awake by the sounds of coyotes, desert dogs. But
What's that? Hideous howling, screeching eels.
really,
The ground's too firm. I don't like it.
yeah, you're not moving back and forth, swaying. But
It's
yeah,
alright. The cab.
other than that, you guys wake up. It's yeah, um, pretty uneventful evening, and we are into the morning. Everybody go ahead and roll the HTs for Miss Sleep because, well, it is. You're all feeling ill from your
Is there a penalty on this?
no penalty.
Success by 1.
All right.
Success by 2.
Seems everybody has done it except Castana.
Points at daughter.
Yep. So Castana, you are feeling the effects of 2 hours of missed sleep.
Okay.
Um, and then, yeah, so you guys pretty much pack up and head off. And, yeah, Yosef is very, very adamant. Like, you're all awake before the sunrise and, like, leaving as the sun rises.
It's still dark outside, man. Oh, why is it so cold? I suddenly shiver.
Yeah. And Yusuf will actually respond to that. We must cover as much ground as early as we can, because by the afternoon we will not be making good time.
All right, very good. Come on, girl, come on. Start shaking Castellana, slapping her back and forth.
I'm also a slow riser, so
Spit on you. I'll like dangle a loogie over your face.
you know I
It-
still have the cyanide on me, Mother.
It's gonna drip. Ooh, it's a big one.
As she's doing that, I will say I do still have the cyanide on me, Mother, and then kind of sit up and swat you away.
We must get going, child, if we are to beat this curse.
But I'll get up.
I'll go to take a swig from my canteen, but I'll look at Castana for a while before I do it.
Why? Is there any particular reason?
Just like
Poison.
staring at him. I'm like, drink.
Alright, so we set off, and you guys are on the road. And it is, at this point, it's kind of slowish going because it's a little it's getting steep. Like the climb, you're now climbing. Definitely beginning to gain elevation. The road is kind of switchbacky, so it takes a little while longer. And probably as the heat of the day is beginning to set in, and it's noticeably warmer here this afternoon. Um, you guys begin approaching a somewhat sizable town. Nothing too grand, but you can see as you're approaching, like the grandest building is a Tuscan church.
This time you'll get your fat arse out of the way so I can take a closer look at that Tuscan church. Tire very much.
And a smattering of houses, and Yusuf says, we are beginning to approach uh, our second night's stay. Good. The we can we will be able to
They got water here.
oh yes, and we will be able to rest for the evening. And but tomorrow we will have to set off very early if we are going to continue adjusting for the heat.
That means that you will need to go to bed very early, Costana.
You get a rude gesture, but I don't argue with the fact.
Well, that's what missed sleep means, is you've got to go to bed earlier the next day.
So that's
Like it's
good.
less time before you've got to start making rolls to stay awake, unless you just go to sleep. But I've no business in this town I can think of other than staying low and resting
Okay.
and finishing this. Oh, it's getting steamy.
Yeah, so this is actually, like I say, a town, so you guys can actually even stay at like an inn and get food, and you don't have to camp tonight. But yeah, Yusuf,
Like that cost us. How much are the inn rates around here, Yusuf?
for but those on pilgrimage, typically very high. The the Tuska do not appreciate us.
Perhaps it would be better to camp outside of the town. Then we would also avoid prying eyes, perhaps.
I too would prefer that choice.
Yes, and we can keep the traditions of the pilgrimage alive. I approve.
Although, are there any lizard vendors open in town when we arrive?
Oh yeah, everybody's eating lizard. Lizard's like main dish.
Yeah, I'll grab
Oh
a,
my
a
god.
cooked lizard for supper.
Do they have KFL?
KF.
Colonel Sanders.
Kentucky Fried Lizard.
Shh. Yes, deep fried lizard, all the rage. But yeah, so yeah, you guys set up camp, and it's again like just outside of camp, like kind of right behind the massive church, is another giant monolith. Um, and
Where? I squint and look in wrong direction.
yeah, and actually, so like well before sundown, Yusuf has got like a little. It's not even really a tent as much as it is like a structure that provides shade. And yeah, well before sundown, like Yusuf kind of lays down and hits the sack and says, as he's doing it, I recommend everybody go to bed now. It's it will be a
Why
very
so
early
early?
morning
Oh,
because as we get more north, we will the heat of the day gets very intense. It's
Seeps into your bones. Makes you Irish.
yes.
Could I make something good for dinner so that we don't lose any strength?
I mean, you can make something good for dinner.
I actually make the lizard appetizing for brain damage.
Yeah, yeah, that's some
Maybe
taste,
don't tell him where it is.
some tasty lizard.
I take off the head and the limbs so it's all cut meat. You wouldn't even know if you haven't seen him hook them up from the fucking desert with the hook. Oh, come to grog! Fresh from the fall.
Trogue.
All right, so yeah, again, you guys, do the camp thing. You go to bed early. Only this time, Yusuf wakes you all up, and it is like the moon is sitting like high in the sky, and like it's obvious.
What time does that mean it is? We don't know what phase of the moon
Oh,
is it?
yeah, that's true. Um, as you look around, like everybody, like it's right around midnight. Like it is. When he said early, he meant early. Like this is the start of
What's-
tomorrow.
Pretty sure you get a will roll every hour to fall asleep. If you wanted to do those.
I mean, did everybody just kind of like roll over and try to sleep, or?
I mean, I went as soon as like I am.
Yeah, you
Nah.
wouldn't have any trouble.
Yeah.
I did went to sleep as soon as it was cooked and everybody was finished.
So yeah. No, I don't think we need to do those. Just everybody's kind of grumpy. But
I will offer to take a watch because I'm like, can I sleep? I'll take first watch.
okay, yeah. So first watch happens, nothing. It's a town. Nobody's bothering you.
Lovely.
The Tuskens really don't give a fuck about you.
So
They're
I
busy doing their own thing.
feel free to skip back to midnight the next day. My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. I just don't have anything to drop.
I bundle up tight because it's so freaking cold. So freaking cold.
Yeah. The evenings are quite chilly around here. The wind blows right through. But yeah, like I say, around midnight, Yusuf wakes you all up, begins rousing you. Z, you wake up, and sleeping on your chest is some giant lizard.
Ah! Where's my thing? Here.
Aww.
Oh shit.
Oh, roll that 3d6.
I pull my gun out when I hear him screaming. Are we under attack?
Oh shit! I need to open up the
13.
GM screen. 13.
Do you add the margin of failure?
No, I didn't. I failed by 6.
So 19. Severe faint lasting for 2d minutes. Roll versus HT. Each minute to recover. Take 1 HP of injury.
What?
Wow.
I
one
think
injury.
I think the 1 HP is actually from falling over, so don't take that. But yeah, go ahead, roll me that 2d6. 9
10
minutes.
minutes out.
I
Yeah,
hobble over to brain damage is 10 with my pistol out.
yeah. You find him sleeping again with a giant lizard on his chest.
Can I pick the lizard up just like in one hand?
Yeah, it does nothing aggressive. It waves its arms trying to, remain
Put
not
it
being picked up, but
on my shoulder,
you just put it on your shoulder.
and then I kiss it gently on the head.
Yeah, it like settles on your shoulder and just kind of chills there.
Nope.
I think actually like eventually it finds like a little bit of exposed skin and kind of like gets up close to that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll let it huddle inside my garments with me.
And
Because
okay.
it be cold.
Yeah.
And then I'll just be like, I think he needs a moment. I'm like slapping his face, and there's no response.
But yes, eventually Z you wake up and there's kind of a bulge on the captain's shoulder. But there's no lizard on your chest now, so.
One of the demons, the monster. I thought I was gonna die. You still have it on your shoulder?
It's underneath my clothes. You probably can't really tell. I don't know. Should I roll holdout lizard?
If you really want to.
Don't want to upset the man.
I guess it's
I got rid of it for you. It's also dark. This would be a contest.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm looking for the thing on you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Hopefully, fallen back to sleep on my boobs or something.
But yeah, so all that happens. You guys are packed up, and then you set off. And yeah, it's a chilly evening, but you guys set off and ride till dawn, and at about dawn, or a couple hours after dawn, um, you all see come around a dune, and there is a another set of ruins and a fort, like a fairly sizable fort, big walled city, made out of wood. Like that's the big shocking thing. Like a lot of it is wood structures.
What kind of architecture?
Tuscan,
Okay.
like it's and yeah, it's
I'll just be like, what an eyesore.
yes,
Sticks out all sore like a
this
thumb.
was once very beautiful land. Very very wonderful cities that once existed here, but now these Tuscans, oh, these Tuscans, what they've done to our lands.
I'm looking at like the walls and stuff. Are there many guards and people around? Like, do you have
Actually,
to pass through security to get inside?
yeah, like this is like a pretty heavy security area. There's guards all around. There's more guards on the north side of things. Um, there, the other thing that you do notice is that like this is the end of the dunes, and like just beyond this town is it's all just rock, just like ugly, jagged.
Volcanic?
No, like sandstone.
Okay.
Mission Impossible 2 opening credits.
Yeah, that part of Arizona.
I point at the sexy man doing handstands on rocks. And then I zoom in with a spyglass and I'm like, no, actually, on closer inspection, no.
What is with his teeth? But yeah,
You
you've
could
been
say that before and after.
you get to the gate, and there's a couple of guards.
Before we get to the gate, I think I might be like, is there a need to stop here? Have we water that could last us the rest of the journey? Though we may make camp outside the fort, I feel like maybe begging danger to enter.
Well, we probably have water enough to get to the next point, but I don't know that we should chance it.
Yeah, camels will need water too, and I bet that's not just free outside the fort.
You do not see any
Very
kind
well.
of well outside the fort.
Perhaps Yusuf and myself could head up to the guards while the rest of you stay back here.
I took my clothes up around my face so only my eyes are showing. And I'm just going to be like, I think I may keep my mouth shut and pretend I kind of speak no language at all. But aye, sounds a good plan to me.
Okay. So yeah, Yusuf and Sanyo head off towards the gate. Um, you get to the gate and they they actually don't do anything. They kind of just board, kind of wave you through, but
Hmm.
you that they do say something in Tuscan, and then ah ha 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 ha.
What
Well,
do
that
they
looked easy.
say?
Oh, uh, that that El Shikeki there is rather finely dressed. Who do you think he stole that off of? Ah ha 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 ha.
Hmm.
Follow them in, seeing as they weren't stopped at all.
Yeah, I mean it's just guards at a gate. Yeah. Uh,
I've also got like 4 guns and a sword underneath my clothes.
but you were wearing more native apparel, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty much wearing the full deal.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, they might.
I'm wearing the weird shit, but I'm not going in.
That
I still have the cape and everything from the
they
Oh,
they actually stop you, Luke,
me. Oh,
what?
and in very bad El Shikak. Do you speak El Shikak?
Naeth.
Okay, they say a few things in El Shikak, and by their
What do they
body
say?
language. Oh, were you close enough to hear?
Well, if they're just waving us through, yeah, wait for the
Okay.
others.
Okay.
I thought the gates were closed and we were walking up to a barred gate.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I described that poorly. Um, they they're hitting on you. Like aggressively.
Sonia
Uh,
will say in Al Shikak to Annabelle, continue along, and hope that his tone conveys what he's saying.
Would this be a gesture roll? Maybe.
maybe just an IQ on my part,
Yeah.
subject to your modification. Yeah, I'll just spur the camel on and hurry through.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys go through. It's it's definitely a military controlled town. There's not necessarily a whole lot of commerce coming through here. There is a little bit though, but it's there's a couple of shops. Um, there's 2 taverns, but for the most part, yeah, it's meant for housing a large portion of troops, and there are a large amount of troops in here. Um, so yeah, you guys were getting water and whatnot.
Yeah, taking the camels to where they can drink and
Okay, yeah.
refilling our supplies. Castana, did you stay outside the fort then?
I mean, probably a good idea, considering I'm still dressed like a weirdo.
I'll leave.
Like
Brain damage or grog with you?
my like I do my major clothing is very El Shikeki to begin with, and but the cape is the weird bit.
Well, I mean, you could either A, take the cloak off.
No, it's too stylish and silky.
Or, I mean, just ride in.
Yeah, I'll go in. Might as well.
You're immediately grabbed by two Tuscan officers who rag the cloak from you and throw you in a dungeon. And then they're outside and they touch in the cloak and they're like, "Oh, it's so silky and soft. This is ours now." Sorry, I got carried away.
Yeah, you did. No, none of that happens. You go in with everybody, you're just fine. Um, so yeah, you are all in the process of, watering the camels and getting your supplies and doing the whole checkpoint thing. It's like 8 in the morning, so life is just coming to hustle and bustle in the fort.
Holding a boot upside down while sand falls out of it.
And yeah, so again, um, you were told by Yusuf, so we cross into the wastes on our next leg of the journey, and it gets very warm for the next few days. So we will be setting off very, very early tomorrow morning again. But you have the day in town. Um, I suggest you rest and sleep. He looks over at Grog. I would not drink.
Hydration is key, the doctor says as she walks by.
Well, if the doctor says, then it must be right.
Yes, water, water. You want water. You will also note that water is, though not expensive, definitely not free. Watering the camels will cost you a couple coin, and filling up the jugs will cost you a couple coin, and like it's negligible, and we'll hand wave it, but it's definitely more than
Free.
yeah, more than free. Um, so yeah,
I'm gonna dip into the last amount, select stash of weed, and finish that book, and then immediately start rereading it and fall asleep at like 1 p.m.
okay, yeah, probably by 1 p.m. everybody is pretty tired. Were you guys looking to get a room, or were you setting up camp, or?
I'd rather not deal with these two skin
Scumbags.
dickheads.
Okay, so you go set up camp.
I think so.
That's what I'd prefer. Is there another monolith here?
Yes, there is.
Surely we should be setting up at that.
Absolutely.
I want the buff. I want the buff that comes from doing every monolith in order.
Pilgrimage buff.
Yeah, so you guys start setting up camp, and everybody's getting kind of settled in when from the fort, a man in robes begins approaching you.
What sort of robes? Ashikek or Tuscan?
Elshikek. Actually, here we can do this. Not edit. Show to players. Show to everyone. That man approaches camp.
I look at his abs and I go like, yeah.
You pervert. And he says, pilgrims. It warms my heart so to see.
Irish again.
Yeah, I know. It's apparently the only accent I can achieve.
Why can't they sound Irish?
I mean, ain't you never read The Wheel of Time? The desert people were Irish.
I've never read The Wheel of Time because those books are,
Tomes?
yeah.
I want to read them.
They're good.
Especially now you've seen the Irish desert people.
Oh yeah, Irish desert people. Yep. Um, but yes, he comes in and says, pilgrims, I am it warms my heart to see people respecting the old traditions. But it appears not all of you are of El Shakek.
We have our reasons for conducting a pilgrimage.
Oh, much like the group of men that came through last night.
Of course.
Perhaps,
they-
Spit
yes.
take.
What sort of men?
Oh, they were all in blue cloaks and uniformly dressed and riding horses.
Is that a
Crap,
description of the hardcore
Yes.
style?
Yeah. And then he's like, but there was one man in a red coat, and he looked rather determined. But they they did not heed our warnings. They left not but a few hours ago in the early morning. We told them that they should probably wait another day and start start their next leg at midnight, but they did not.
I see. Well, if we should encounter them having stumbled across any difficulties, trouble, heat, lack of water, and all that, I assure you we will do our duty and provide assistance.
With cyanide laced water. I don't say that, but that's what my brain does.
Yep, he believes you.
I believe you. That conversation would have been in Alshkek, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have.
I got it.
What are they talking about, daughter?
The pricks got here before we did.
Do they know what they were talking about? You see, they seemed determined, but do they know we're behind them, or do they think we're ahead?
Oh.
I do not want to walk into an ambush in a place they call the Wastelands.
We'll be fine. Let the pricks die in the heat.
Hopefully that's what happened. Aye.
Your lizard starts purring.
Cute. Oh, it's sunny as well. I'll let it out to catch some sun and insects. And I'll just let it go, in fact. See as we're outside the fort again, I'll be like, you go, be free, little one. Wasteland's no place for a lizard.
You like set it down and it just kind of sits wherever you set it.
I'll pick it back up. I'll be like,
I'm
I'm probably
no,
gonna wake up and it'll be back inside my clothes at
gotta
midnight.
throw it
Won't it?
attached.
I'm sorry, you grab it,
I
Kastana?
pick it back up and pet it.
It is a much more obedient daughter.
Ooh.
Why are you playing with the monster?
Meanwhile, brain damage is just dying inside.
Well, thank you for coming to see us, my friend. I wish you a good evening.
And he bows and yes, yes. If you have need of anything, please come find me.
Very well.
Hate to see him go, but I love to watch him leave.
Ugh.
Yes, he's got a very fine ass.
Sebastian and his men are ahead of us by one day, atop horses.
Costana did a bit of translating there. I do not want to be ambushed by him.
Perhaps the elements will take them. They are atop horses riding in the day.
If it's even hotter up there than it was here, then they may well be dead. Or dying. But then I'll go to bed. Start reading the book again.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, Marvin, you filthy bastard.
You start hearing groans coming from the captain's direction.
Oh, aye. Yar.
Nope, no. They've discovered they can climb the screen now.
Oh, the kittens.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, you all eventually get to bed. You're roused again by Yusuf around midnight. And you start packing and getting ready.
Aye. Yawn, drink, eat.
Great. Yep, and you are off by, 1 a.m. or so. And you start heading off into the wastes. So, you travel for a good 6 hours. The sandy desert gives way to just harsh, barren, rocky terrain. Big spires off in the distance. It's a clear night and a near full moon, so like you've got there's almost there's like a -1 vision penalty right now. It's just bright moonlit. There's no big mountains to get in the way of that. So, you're traveling, um, and you travel for a good 6 hours. And
The any tracks obvious enough to spot?
uh,
If they were a +2 to 4 to notice, then I might have seen them.
yeah,
Otherwise, it just
but
looks like a road
it's
to me.
also it's not even necessarily like looking like a road at this point, because
And it's not sandy either.
there's no sand.
rock.
It's just rock, and there is when we say road, it's more like, a desert rock path that,
Path
like,
of least resistance.
yeah, that's really more what it is. There's just you, you can tell it's been traveled because it's a little more cut. Like there's places where the rocks are unnaturally flattened and such. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, it's pretty much just sheets of rock. Um, so yeah, you find broken rock, but you have no idea necessarily how old that is. So yeah, like in general, you can't.
No dead horses.
Uh, actually, you know what? Yes, you
No
you do
lizard. Dead
ev-
horse.
eventually find a dead horse and an abandoned wagon.
Is that at the 6 hour mark?
No, that happens at about the 4 hour mark.
Careful. Might be an ambush.
Aye, could be lizards in there.
It could be full monsters, yes.
No, not lizards. What really draws your attention to it is the vultures. Like, there's a bunch of vultures sleeping close by, and
I'll have my hand on my gun under my robes as we ride past.
yeah, actually, the vultures are sleeping like up on a spire close by. And when you kind of come around the corner and find it, uh, uh like a pack of dogs runs away.
I do not believe this to be an ambush. The animals are clearly here uncomfortable, yet they lead the approach. So, Sebastian and his men cannot be here.
I'm like to agree. I could
Oh,
roll strategy at like a penalty for it not being in the sea.
okay, if you would like. Uh,
Probably about -4. There is no good place to set up a broadside in this valley.
yeah, go figure. So yeah, do you guys check the wagon or anything?
I mean, sure, there might be stuff in
Yeah.
there.
There's two dead guys.
Ooh.
Also,
Less
that
people drink less water.
Um,
Aye, cause of death. I think that's what Ever just said.
oh, cause of death? One guy's got. Well, actually, it's hard to tell because they're kind of chewed up too.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay.
Um, so yeah, I assume at that point you kind of just keep going.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any weapons? Guns?
No. Nope.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Cool.
Detect the boots. I don't know if that's the thing.
Yeah, they were still
I
wearing
run
their
out of
boots, but
boots.
they're kind of gross now that.
The foot comes off with it. I'm like, ew, no, thank you.
uh, but yeah, so you guys ride for another like 2 hours, and everybody give me a perception.
Failure.
It's gonna be a success. Yeah. I see everything.
All right, so Grog, you think you see something kind of off the trail up ahead. Castana, you see, so the path up ahead kind of splits the side of a rise. So there's a ledge above it and like a ledge below it. And you notice that on the ledge above it is a guy with a gun. And then you also notice that on either side of the road in front of you are a couple of guys with guns. And then like there seem to be a couple like standing on a rock behind them.
Ambush. I point them out.
Everyone back! Back quickly! Quiet!
Okay, yeah. Like you guys were far enough off that
They've not spotted us.
they've not spotted you.
How many, daughter?
How many? What's total?
You saw like 5 guys.
At least 5.
You said they were like some high up with guns.
Yeah.
Only 5.
At least
Can I see
5.
them?
Go snipe him with his bow.
Yeah.
Hanzo! You are already dead.
They're
How far away?
you guys are a good, 200 meters from him right now.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call right after I said that.
Go what you said.
What'd you say?
Sorry about that. I got a phone call right after I said what I said earlier.
Yeah,
What did you say earlier?
Something about it not being an ambush.
Okay,
Oh,
now
the
there is a
wagon.
little ambush. Yeah,
Now this
wagon
is
was
2 hours
ambush.
after the
That's
wagon.
true.
Okay. Oh yeah. Is
yeah, no, this is like a 2-hour walk later.
On the road, 200 meters ahead, there's 2 people standing on the road, or were they more like 4 people standing in the road?
But
And
they're in a
someone
high
high.
position with guns.
Yeah, there's at least one in a elevated position with a gun. They've not seen us yet.
okay.
Yusuf, you could stay here with the camels while we try and approach from the sides. Do a bit of a pincer on them here. Crab claw the bastards.
Have fun with that.
Yusuf like
What?
nods like I shall stay out of the way.
I will stay with Yosef.
Your chances of hitting them from here? I ask the archer.
I can hit them.
Perhaps you should wait for us to begin to close in on them then.
Aye.
We can ride up, dismount, charge them. Or perhaps
Sounds good.
talk to them, see if they are attempting an ambush, and then give you a signal to fire.
Aye. And you go for the one with the gun first.
Aye, Captain.
Captain?
A rapid drawing of a weapon shall be the signal.
Aye.
My figure to avoid killing them as much as possible. We don't know what's up ahead. Could use a distraction.
I'm just gonna spend 5 minutes like rejiggering all my holdout items.
Okay. Just making sure on everything.
Let me just double check what my penalties are. Success by 4.
Wonderful.
So that's
Looks
good enough for
clear.
sword. I'd have to technically make 5 of them, I think.
We'll just call it a general. Looks clear.
First to a small guns, second to a big guns. One of the big guns might be visible if someone looks for it. The other's less visible, but still potentially.
Okay. No, looks clear.
That's without any modifiers. I assume there are modifiers, though, for my small main gauche.
Yeah, I think that should be like a -2.
In my massive fancy clothing.
Oh, okay. So,
And I was spending enough time to get a +1 bonus as well.
okay, yeah, looks clear.
Hopefully that gives Alfinique some time to get close.
Very well.
Or
Grog,
where he
right up
wants
with
to be.
us.
Okay,
We should
so
approach at an angle so that we are not in Alphinic's line of fire.
tell you what, I am just gonna. So as you begin approaching, you get a more clear sense of things. You can see the guy standing up. Yep. Oh, because I'm on ruler, not. Yeah, there's the guy standing up. He's at the higher elevation. Couple of guys back here are at a similar elevation as these
Oh,
guys.
we're in some sort of a canyon or gorge.
Like the side of. Yeah, it's kind of big, but yeah, the road goes.
So is this place lower than this place?
I'm sorry, which place is lower than what?
So the far right is the lowest.
Yes, and it kind of keeps climbing as you go to the left.
Yeah. Almost like the side of a quarry.
Kinda, yeah. But you know, it's wider open space off to the right for a while, and then eventually it kind of comes back up.
Aye, aye. And you say these two here are at road height.
Yeah, like more or less, not like perfectly even, but
Tiny horses. I suppose they are below us. They would look a bit smaller.
yeah. So that is about what you seem to be approaching. And you are coming from the south, obviously.
I'm wondering about up here. I'm worried about that guy. He could shoot someone.
You still don't think you've been noticed at this point.
A way to like ride up there fairly close by? Or is it more a case of taking time to climb up there?
Yeah, you're not gonna get your horse up there at this point, but like, you could get a person up there no problem. I'm sorry, your camel.
What am I on about? Alphinic will shoot him. I don't think plans changed other than ride up and talk to him and then suddenly start stabbing if we want to.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that works, I guess. So, Alphinic, how far do you want to... How close do you want to get?
Like 100 yards should be okay.
100 meters? Okay. So, in that case, what I'm going to do is actually figure out where I put you. There we go. Alright. So, brain damage. I'm going to just put you here. And then if you'd like write 100 or something in one of those boxes, just to remind that we're 100 meters back. And then, yeah, the two of you approach from down this way. So well before you get to there, you start hearing in Trael, halt! Who approaches? Actually, no, it's stop! What do you want?
Oh, I love that sound. I'm so...
I will handle this.
Oh, you better be
We
quick.
are pilgrims passing through.
What? You're already walking at this hour? It's barely dawn. What are you doing here?
We approach so that we do not yell at each other.
Yeah. But be careful. I'm warning you.
We are pilgrims heading north, and in the desert, you leave early in the morning so that you do not suffer the heat. Why are you so far from home, warriors of Trial?
Lord Harcourt has a mission this way. He's brought us here for, well, he doesn't need to tell us why he's here. We're the Lord's, Harcourt's personal guard.
Doing a bang up job there, kids.
May we pass through? Pass through your the road here. Your encampment must be near, but we are simply passing through.
Yes, you can pass through. Just no funny business, okay?
Very well. We were a bit alarmed at the sight of armed guards in the desert. We have kept our children and chef further back. My darling wife, may you go and retrieve them.
Fuck off.
I'll turn the camel round and, like, still got just my eyes visible. And I look at Sanyo right in the eyes with mine and I just try and convey murder. General
Um,
curse for life.
Sonia was going to convey no murder.
And then, like, just before I turn my eyes away, I'll switch the gaze to the Michael Fassbender in Shame. Gonna fuck your eyes. And then go and get the chef and the daughter. And hopefully pass by Alfred
Alfinique.
and tell him, just be like, we're not murdering him. It's safe.
I
Maybe
can't
set an
believe
ambush up ahead, though. That may be fun.
it. Last time we trusted these people, it didn't end well. And I look at her foot.
As you're
Last time you trusted them, when the fuck did you trust them? You showed up to murder them.
Yeah.
No, we asked politely first.
Yeah, we did.
He's asleep. He's in bed at the minute. We should be fine. I think. I think that our cart fellow's asleep right now in that camp down that ravine a bit.
I also don't like the idea of having them behind us. But it's our call, Captain. And I'll put the arrow back and get on the camel.
Well, I don't know now. We do get a vote on this. Grog.
I really do not care for what that here, Captain. But if we can avoid bloodshed and just focus on the job, I believe that will be.
Aye, very well. Store your arrows and get back on your camel. We'll put them behind us, but don't worry. I don't. I plan on relieving Mr. Harcourt of several of his possessions, given the chance.
Aye. That's a good plan.
Fine.
And then, yep.
Once I see them approaching, like 40, 50 meters out, Sonia will turn back to the guys. It is customary for passing pilgrims to greet each other on the road. Would we be able to speak with this Arcour?
well, my lord does not wish to be disturbed.
Very well. It is but a pilgrimage custom.
Well then, I shall greet you for my lord. He kind of looks kind of proud of himself.
How many guys can I see?
I'm sorry?
How many guys can I see from where I am?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You can see about 7.
Okay.
And actually, since you're scrutinizing, give me a perception roll. Or vision, if it's better. Yeah, so you can see on the side of this tent is like it's it's Sebastian Harcourt. No shirt. He's got a face full of shaving cream, and he's got like a little mirror in his hand, and he's shaving his face.
We're not murdering this prick?
Sonia will wait until his companions show up.
All right, yeah.
Sorry, out of character. Who was Sebastian Hart?
The guy who ran away when the place was burning down, the mansion.
Sanyo's got his knife for some reason. It seems like the two aren't the best of friends.
He's not the one I chop on the head, right?
No.
Nah, but
I think you're confusing it.
he was staying at that guy's house.
Well, we shall be going then. Good day to you, and if you are greeting us on behalf of your lord, pass on regards from a group of pilgrims on behalf of us.
He like nods and says, "I will do that." And then he turns around and screams, "Coming through!"
I hope Harcourt doesn't look too closely at us when he turns from his shaving mirror.
Alright, I was going to token layer that. So yeah, you guys start coming through. And yeah, so if you guys are riding as a group, if you want to move yourself up towards about where Sanyo's at.
Camel train style.
I believe Grog and
Grog, get your butt on here.
I'm doing it.
damn it.
Two Grogs.
Wait, so I was already there. I just can't control this road. No.
Yeah, because that other Grog was on the map. Alright. So you get to about there, and Sebastian winds up looking over at the group. And why don't you go ahead and tell me how it is everybody's dressed?
Well, I, for one, am dressed head to toe in earth tone, kind of long, wrapped clothes. I'm dressed in a burqa.
Green cape and a green hood cape. Is it a cloak? No, is it just a cape?
It was just a cape.
Green cape and a hat to keep the sun out of my eyes, like a wide-brimmed hat.
Fancy traditional al-shakek clothing, a change from the more trial-style clothing he would normally wear.
Okay, but your face is kind of exposed.
No,
Mine?
no,
No,
I
okay.
imagine it comes with a hood so you can
Okay,
not be sunburnt.
good point.
Probably also wearing a large cloak.
Okay.
I do recall we bought clothes for all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do recall that as well. Yeah.
You mind?
At least all the true pirates. You know who you are. Respect.
I think yeah, Sebastian is fairly heavily scrutinizing you all. And he keeps looking, and if this fucking rolls, there we go. And eventually he looks back over at his mirror and continues shaving, and you probably hear him like whisper, "Sergeant," and he flicks his fingers, and who allowed them to pass?
Yeah.
sergeant says, McAllister was on the southern. McAllister and Wayne were on the southern road. I would like to see McAllister and Wayne now. Guy hustles off, and you guys walk past those guards.
Cool.
And I think that's probably a good place to take a 10-minute break.
Cool.
So we will take a quick 10-minute break, and we will see you on the hour, everybody. And we are back. Quick little break. Our heroes just walked. Heroes. Just walked through the camp of Sebastian Harcourt without getting all captured or dead. And they keep walking north. So yeah, you got a couple more hours before it starts getting really, really warm. To get your way more north. Eventually you do. The path does take you into an actual like canyon sort of deal. Like,
How long before we're supposed to stop?
in once you hit the canyon, you got about an hour. So you're
We
about
should
an
stop
hour
here.
out.
Well, not here, but we should ride around the canyon. We do not wish to be ambushed by Sebastian.
I agree, but we're going to have to deal with that fella. It's clear now he's got the same destination as us in mind. And I wouldn't care, honestly, if the fella cursed himself. I'd be plenty fine with that. But I don't want to risk being recursed after we've returned him.
I have a plan to deal with him.
Well, they'll be passing this way. We'll want to
Yes.
camp far from the trail.
Yes, at least behind a couple of bluffs.
And we'll
And
take a
then-
watch.
More than a watch. We shall wait for them to enter the canyon. We shall wait above the canyon.
I like the sounds of this.
We shall not initiate combat unless necessary. We shall attempt to reason with them, get them to turn back, or better yet, find out why they are here.
I could go for this plan.
Grog,
Alright.
you have been hunting lizards to cook them.
Hunting,
have any-
fishing. Almost the same.
Yes. Would you be able to find a massive lizard skull?
Sorry, I barely hear you. You said lizard scarf?
Skull.
It's a lizard skull.
Skull.
I'll see what I can do.
What would you like me to roll for that?
God, search.
Animal handling?
No, because the thing you're handling is dead. Like,
Don't have search.
yeah, like a search. I'd accept like a modified survival to be able to like Yeah, I'd want to look like over here.
Or just find a giant lizard and kill it and give him the skull.
It's a good thing you can't hear this conversation, sweetie.
Well, how would I go about finding a giant lizard? Perception, maybe.
Survival?
I don't have survival.
That's pretty much hunting.
Is that like intelligence -5?
Perception.
Yeah,
Perception
perception.
-5.
There are no
I
lizards
forgot I
here.
had smell. Maybe by smell.
Not likely. Reptiles don't have a whole lot of.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Never had a lizard.
Alfinik, could you assist him? It would mean killing something that you are frightened of. Striking at them. Taking your revenge.
No.
I shall not look at monsters.
I don't want to go after the monsters. Just keep
Very
them
well.
away from
That
me.
does not change the plan too much. We shall wait above the canyon. Based on how far ahead they were today, they will pass this canyon tomorrow, in the middle of the day, in the heat. Today, in the middle of the day, in the heat of the day. That means that they will be going down there. We are waiting above, in hidden positions. I will go forward and pretend to be some cursed inhabitant of this land, warning them to leave. If they do not, we shall see where we can go from there. Perhaps we could also have Alfinik fire a few warning shots. Should that fail to dissuade them, I will announce who I am and demand that they leave. Failing that, we will defend ourselves with the advantage of the high ground.
Good plan.
I'm for this. Aye.
It is over, Argor. I have the high ground.
You're my brother, Hardcore. Yeah. So I should also do that. So this is the canyon you find yourselves in.
I'm going to tell Elfinique to get a lasso ready to try and wrangle Hardcore. We're trying to catch this piggy alive.
Okay.
How high are the walls? Canyon walls?
6 meters, 7 meters.
Oh,
Like, not ridiculously high, but pretty high. 6 times 3, like, yeah, 2 stories, 3 stories.
And they'll be coming from the south.
Yes.
anyone else is roll 20 being weird? Oh, it's in pan view, that's why I didn't realize. Oh, wait, no, I selected, it's in select view, but when I try to move my token, it moves my screen as well.
Oh, it does that to me sometimes as well.
Yeah, it's try right-clicking and left-clicking in various places on the screen. As if you were trying to pan view. Or if you've only got the one mouse button, maybe it's
Here we go, it's
some
fixed.
kind of key click. Is it vertical hexes? I'm seeing vertical ones, but I know it's sometimes lies.
Horizontal, maybe reload.
I see vertical on Twitch too, though.
Yeah, it is vertical.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Is that better?
Thank you.
So just out of curiosity, why do we care? Like, why is this better?
Because of the shape of our tokens.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're off like that.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Makes sense now.
I just assumed you were really, really particular about this.
Nope, there's a reason behind our madness.
So Sonya's gonna, on the way to finding a good spot in the canyon, try to look for something he could use as some sort of a prop.
Okay.
I'd also like to consider my tactical options.
I mean, yeah, from up
And
here, you've got a hell of an ambush.
I would have taken time as well.
And, like, yeah, if like, where you're at is actually probably one of the better places to put your archer, because that gives him kind of a 360 field of fire from up there.
Are these bits not higher than where I am currently?
Uh, yeah, they would be, like, a bit higher.
Yeah, I saw this as like a place to crouch down.
Crouch under, yeah, yeah.
I'm wondering where they'll stop when Sanyo's talking to him, though.
Well, you're pretty sure if Sanyo starts yelling there as they pass by, they'll pretty much stop there.
Yeah, I think this
Which
is
way
a
are they
good place.
coming? Bottom left
Yeah, the
or
south.
top right? Okay, from the bottom left. Cool.
Yes. Um, you know, this in here, probably a pretty good little kill box. Not a lot of places for them to hide.
Yeah, I think like Sanyo there, ready to jump up and start firing. Me and Grog hiding behind this rock.
Uh,
We're all I caught.
You mean brain damage? Waiting to.
Oh yeah, I said Sanyo. Sorry. And
Yeah,
then
actually, that's right about perfect there.
potentially Grog on the ground though, so that it can like trap him in there.
My hook is not going to go that far. Not sure what else I can use. Do we
Well,
have anything but rocks?
but Grog, if you were to hide like in this little nook,
Yeah, you could be on ground level, is what I'm saying.
Ah, okay, yeah, I'll be here and I'll be.
yeah.
And I'll shoot at first, but then I'll also hop down, maybe try and flank if we do get him to go in there.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you guys, debate this
am, I,
and
am I able to find some sort of prop, a mask of some sort?
search. Yeah, you find like what looks like an old some form of large bovine skull.
Cool.
You question
Sonya
where
will.
is the body, or what happened to the bones, or why is there just a skull on the desert? But then you just figure it out, it doesn't matter.
No, the rest of the bones are in something's belly.
Mm-hmm. I will eat it all, but not the skull.
So I guess we start wading in the shadiest parts we can find.
Yup. So at this point, once you're all set up, it's probably 9 in the morning. And then probably, oh god, you've been waiting like 3 hours here. And around noon,
Oh, Sonia will also have told Alfinique to shoot anyone he points at with both hands.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, around noon, you start hearing horse clomping. As the group of Harcourt and his men start making their way through the canyon. If you give me just a second, I will give you some targets.
Waiting for Hardcore to reach here.
Okay, so then in that case, what I will do, I will put a group like this.
Wow.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I think
Wow.
I'm just prone there with the bow, and I threw my cloak on top, like
Got the ball like
distinguishable from
held
the rock.
sideways. Threw some dust on top of your cloak as well.
Yeah.
I hope Grog's got stealth.
Oh, he does. Why would he? He goes behind a tree, and it's like that scene from Beverly Hills Ninja. The belly just plops from the other side of the tree.
God, when was the last time someone referenced Beverly Hills Ninja?
I don't think nobody ever has.
Yeah, it's a first for me.
That's a lot of soldiers. Oh.
Ah!
Alright, so these first 5 and Sebastian are on horseback. Actually, you know what? No.
Sonia will walk out from lying down on top of a large rock with his hands up into the air like
Like he doesn't care.
just both hands up into the air like he does care. Sort of like
Pony.
prostratingly, like up to the heavens with his hands, and wearing a desert cow skull.
Hold
That's
alt.
not ominous at all.
James, hold alt to resize partially.
Ah. That looks about rightish, right?
If you put it straight up vertical, you'll be able to tell because it should be 3 hexes.
Yeah.
Maybe shrink it a bit more because it's going over the borders of it and it looks kind of hideously large. Eh. Like 2.5 should work because it'll clearly be
Mhm.
3 different ones.
I should make it ever
That-
so
yep.
slightly wider, maybe. Chunk. 2 chunk.
Good enough. We don't.
It's good enough.
Ours aren't
That's
super
probably
important.
yeah.
Perhaps you could also just use a token thing.
Better to stop them getting too clumped up as well, though.
But yeah, Sonia will walk out with the mask on him, his arms up in the air.
Okay.
None of them spot you. They just keep walking.
I mean, yeah, you're up on the thing, and everybody's like, when you look down, you see everybody is like sweating and leaning over their horses, and like it's just kind
Not
of,
having a good time.
yeah, like
Torn back.
you yell, torn back,
Turn back, yeah.
turn back. Damn it. Whatever. Yeah, so you yell that, and like the whole column comes to a stop, and people flip around, guns get drawn, people are staring at you.
I am a spirit of this land, and it is cursed.
A spirit? Uh, actually, nope, he doesn't recognize you. Um,
Oh, it's my old friend Cow Skull Face.
the voice. I was seeing if you recognize the
Yeah.
voice. You are no spirit. You are some crazy old man with a skull over his head.
I am a being of the land, and I am warning you, as I warn every other traveler. To travel beyond this land is to curse yourself. That man has already gone too far. And he will point like this.
Like just two hands at that guy.
Yep.
Okay. Just the one guy.
Yep.
He is not very far from me.
You actually can't see him right now.
Oh, okay, I'll have to move then.
Yes, you can see him from there.
Shooting for the vitals.
God damn. Yes,
Should be a -8, so it makes it.
he does not see that coming.
Oh,
×3.
Yeah, he like flies off the back of his horse and like is laying dead.
Turn
course do.
back before you are all lost.
Uh, this guy starts up on the rock, and he like starts swinging his rifle over towards you, Alphinic.
Surrender, Sebastian. Weird horse. Weird cow face guy knows his name.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sebastian draws a pistol and winds up taking a shot at you.
Pronouns are unclear.
I'm sorry. You being cowface guy that's screaming incoherently at him. I should probably open. Four.
I'm actually also 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So that's
Between
less
10
than
and 15.
Yep. So minus.
Also, whatever
5.
penalty there is from shooting atop a horse.
All right.
Your weapon skill is capped at riding skill.
Cool.
Okay.
Car alarm.
Someone's really happy.
Ooh.
Because you just robbed a car.
Koosh. That's a palpable hit.
Dodge that shit, son.
Could you have him re-roll 2 times?
Oh,
Oh, that would
let's
have been
have him take the
hysterical.
14.
Okay, he misses.
Lucky.
Yeah, that was almost not very lucky.
Surrender, Sebastian, or die.
I'll just shoot this guy that's throwing his rifle towards me.
Okay. Yes.
After that, should we enter turn order?
Yeah, actually, I think we should enter turn order right now. So, put that up.
Tell us
Is
when
it
it's
cleared to enter?
All right, go for it.
Ooh, go for it, go for it.
Damn it.
Go for it.
Ooh. Grog, peg thing. Where's my daughter? She should be getting ready to shit talk.
She should.
The ancient spirit of Sess.
I'm actually over here watching.
It's like got the spyglass out or something.
Yeah,
Playing with the
I
lizard.
actually think I'm gonna make demon noises here in a minute.
Classic.
Well, if you want to add yourself to the turn order.
That would make sense. Oh, it helps if I have it selected. There we go.
All right. Then descending, which starts us off at brain damage.
All right, gonna shoot
Always good
that
to
guy.
start off with brain damage.
Poke a hole in him.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Same thing. Knocks him right off of his horse. And then Mr. Grog.
Gonna move. That's it.
Just move there.
Yeah, I can only move 2, remember?
Okay.
Clunk, I like to think that you're menacingly swinging your chain around while you do that.
Yeah,
So maybe
it's,
just outside of his vision, he sees you there.
I'm holding it at range of 4, and I'm just swinging it, getting ready to get 1 in range.
Radical.
Alright, so Sebastian goes next. And
Sebastian. He's a castle.
Sebastian will actually kind of turn his horse this way and give it a kick. And he starts going this way. And he's drawing his sword while he does that.
Oh. That's dangerous.
Annabelle!
Okay, I've already got my pistol drawn. What's the SM of a horse? Is it +3 or +2? I think it's +2.
Let me get that book.
Yeah, it's not gonna be +3.
It is
It's +2.
Animals and Monsters.
Horse hit location for the head -7 for the skull.
Poor horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh shit. Oops. Where was it? Size modifier. SM +1.
Oof. Well, I'm going to try and shoot his horse. Urgh. I'm going to try and shoot it in the leg, actually. It's crueler, but more effective.
Which actually, in this particular case, I'd be like, that'd be a harder shot.
You think?
I mean,
I should.
I can't really justify it by the rules, but like, to my way of thinking, like, the legs of a galloping horse or the giant head of a galloping horse. Like we're gonna go with the same penalties.
You can also just go random location.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot randomly at the horse. Thank you. You just sorted me out. Solid. You did me a solid deal.
Okay, animal hit locations.
And I go all out. And I miss. And we're at TL4. That's likely a malfunction. Oh, but this weapon is very fine.
Animal hit locations.
Let me double check.
Uh,
I missed.
he missed though, so yeah,
Okay.
553 left.
Maybe I'd hit him, but unlikely, probably.
Five. Jesus.
Right, that's me.
Okay.
I also take a step back after I shoot. Step back.
Sanyo Al-Suhail.
Sonya will take a step and look down at the troops there and make a wide pointing gesture with his arms, pointing from one side of them to the other, and go, ah! And I'd like to roll intimidation.
Okay.
What sort of bonuses might I be looking at for the fact that the last time I pointed at someone, they died, and also I'm kind of scarily dressed?
We'll go with +2.
One moment. I need to look up the default. Acting -3. Awesome.
It's versus a will roll, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. They seem unfazed.
See what happens when they suddenly a demon
All
noise.
10 of them?
Oh, yeah.
If their value is just 10, then it could just be a
Like half of them.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. 5 of them.
The back 5, probably, right?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we start having mild bits of panic. Castana.
I am making as loud as I can, and preferably from a location where I am not scary animal or like demon, ghosts, just scary
demonic
sounds.
jackal.
So there's a ventriloquism to like hide my location, and then here is oh oh
Okay.
It'd still sound like a person screaming, probably, which is plenty creepy enough for me, I reckon.
That's a good point. Let's see.
What's scarier, a weird animal off in the distance? Or a scary person off in the distance?
Person, always person, regardless of the animal.
Especially if it's also screaming.
And like one of them freezes in fear. This guy like wheels his horse around and starts coming
Nay.
this way. This guy takes off in this direction. Let's see. And that is our soldier's turn. That's not the one I wanted to close, damn it. Alright. A couple of these guys are stunned. Boom. Which takes us back to some brain damage.
Oh yeah.
Round 2.
Let me check the distance.
Round 2, railroad spike.
13. Some -4 to hit. So Brendan turns a bit around, and he's seeing these three people here.
3 people there.
I can also see this guy. This probably can see this because he's on horseback.
Yep.
This one took for cover, but
And this guy is prone.
yeah.
This guy has pissed himself.
Do I see that he pissed himself?
No. But
Well, I'll go for those two.
okay. I think the one guy gets because he's prone.
Slightly harder to hit, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an extra -2 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So the first guy is at an extra -2.
I included that in the roll, so yeah.
Okay. So the first guy is now dead with an arrow in him. Or actually 23. These were all vitals, weren't they?
Yeah, all vitals.
Soldier. Oh, he's still alive. But presumably unconscious.
Yeah, -5 for vitals, maybe -10.
So he doesn't drop because he was already there. But we're just gonna say he's dead because you're pretty much just gonna leave him for dead anyway, right?
Yeah. I'm
Give
gonna
him a minute.
check the guy.
Other guy 8, 16, 24.
He did.
Skunk. Grog!
I want to try and hook this guy off the horse.
Okay. There's even rules for dismounting. Or unmounting.
Demountainating.
Is there like a penalty to my attack?
I am looking up unseating unhorsing. I don't actually know what the rules for that are.
Default to hook someone with a weapon is skill -5, martial arts 74.
And then the rider rolls against their skill to remain.
Oh, okay, beautiful. All right, so yeah, go ahead, try to hook him at a -5.
Presumably opposed rolls.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I get a -5 to hook, I'm gonna be hooking with a 9 instead of my skill that is 14.
Because you're
Go
doing
all
a
out.
complicated thing.
Yeah, I'm going all out to mitigate a little bit of that. Success.
Ah,
And then it's unless he dodges, obviously. I
Can
think
you
it'd have to be a
dodge from a height?
mounted dodge.
So that's...
Yeah, because the dog is the horse dodging or is the rider dodging?
He's telling the horse to dodge.
Yeah, so that would
So
be...
half is riding plus 3.
14, 7, 10. Okay, it's the same number. Sorry,
No
Grog.
way.
He slips that horse right out the way. And now it's his turn. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? These other horses start going off and being a mess of chaos.
I want Mr. Chunky. I've got my eyes on Mr. Chunky. He's an absolute unit.
And Sebastian rides past. And he makes a saber attack upon ye Grog as he does so. I'm pretty sure this is just verse a 9.
That's not how attacking from a horse
Oh,
goes. You, oh, I left the page to find the other horse stuff. You have yeah, it's limited by your skill is instead limited by your riding as usual.
okay.
And
Don't it depend on how far you've moved?
struggling to find the pages now.
396.
Melee, so the lower of melee weapon skill or riding skill.
Uh-huh.
He has -1 to hit because he's going fast, but plus damage.
Aha, okay. So, this is at a 13. Ooh, that hits, Grog.
Grog went all out.
Oh god, that hits Grog. Okay, so what's the plus to damage?
Wait, didn't he have a pistol in his hands?
He did when he shot you, and then he threw it down and rode that way and drew his saber last turn.
Ah.
So what's the plus to damage?
1.
+1.
Plus 1 to damage. So 7 damage, Grog. And
Cutting.
that will be to the 11 torso.
Groin.
Groin. Oh, you really
Hit
reached
location
down there.
11. And it's times 1.5 damage.
I think we're gonna say torso because groin, you couldn't reach down there.
It's
Groin
Grog.
includes hips, right?
Yeah. Everything. Front, back, sides of that location.
Oh, okay.
So 9.
7.
What's your DR? If
I'm
any.
wearing clothing. None.
So it'd be 10, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be 10 damage.
I'm at 5 HP.
Wow.
You'll be fine.
Grog just took that like a champ.
Just wait until my next turn. I hope I can pull it off.
Annabelle.
I'm gonna take change posture maneuver to go to standing, and I'm also going to fast draw a pistol. And I'm also going to fast draw another pistol with the other hand. And I don't think you can aim at the same time as you change posture, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
And that's me.
And Sanyo.
Sanya will start shouting, and he will also crouch down to try and obscure himself.
Okay. Kastana.
You're muted, Tara.
After that miserable display, I'm going to try again. Which I do much better this time.
Mm-hmm.
Ventriloquism by 3, scary noises by 3 or 5. And by the way, I'm not even like looking. I have my hat like covering the parts of my head, and I'm lying down like ah.
Okay.
I do not want to be shot at all. I'm completely prone.
All right. Soldiers go next.
I hope I don't get shot in back right now.
You have like a big rock blocking you.
Yeah, it's like you're actually pretty hard to see for like just about everyone. Maybe that guy.
I bet he can see top of me, but he might not be able to shoot it.
Probably will. If he does, probably is gonna have like a big cover debuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this guy like comes here. And he starts like shimmying up that crag. Actually, I think he drags this guy along with him who is assisting. This guy has readied his weapon and is aiming. This guy on the other side is doing the same. Will roll success. This guy moves over. God damn it. Unselect. There we go. This guy like jumps off his horse and falls behind this rock. And this guy is going to take an aim maneuver. And that's them soldiers. Brain damage.
All right. 2 more victims, maybe. Hmm. I think there's 2 guys.
Okay.
That's 6 yards. That's only a -1. Oh, let's shoot them in the head.
Oh, don't forget that they're 10 meters above you, or you're 10 meters above them.
Yeah.
Crit. No, that's just the ready.
Oh, I failed a fast draw.
Oh, you did.
You suck.
Yeah, you got a couple knocked now.
Yeah, I spend my turn drawing the arrows.
Grog!
I am immediately turning around and chunking my hook again. He's at range 4, so
You're
I
at
go all
-4
out.
from shock.
Yeah.
Damn it!
I would suggest going for the horse's legs.
I'll go for the horse then. How much is
Alright.
the minus?
So 3 yards away, -2 for the legs.
Melee weapon.
Melee weapon?
So just a -5 total, including your shock penalty.
And then +4 if he, or -1 if he goes all out determined again.
Okay. Succeed. Does the horse dodge?
No, they have no idea that
Neither
this
of
is
them
coming.
touching.
Yeah. Yeah, you tangle up that horse's back legs and like it goes to take another
That bit.
gallop and it falls over.
Grab the shotgun, Timmy.
Yeah, one of its legs is now sticking out of the side of its. Yeah, it's gross. And Sebastian is thrown from his horse. Sebastian will.
Falling damage.
Oh, right.
Because I think he was moving at about 6 and he's like 2 meters up, so.
So maybe treat it as about 7-ish yards fallen. Maybe that's a bit much.
It's probably going to be about a d6.
Where's falling?
5-ish?
Collision. Yards fallen.
Because he fell 2, but
2.
he was going pretty fast, so maybe 5 yards fallen.
Velocity 7.
Oh, velocity. Forgot about that.
Boom. He takes 3 damage.
Location.
To the 10.
Just body. Busted ribs.
Yep. That was Sebastian, and he is now changing posture, getting back up to his feet. And then I don't know why I rolled another 3d6. Annabelle.
I'll start shouting, Grog, we want him. And as I turn, can I see these guys yet?
You can see this guy, like kind of the top of him, so you could get like neck or head.
I will aim at the guy on who's riding that horse.
Okay. You also notice that he is aiming back at you.
Oh shit.
Sanyo Alsuhail.
How long would it take to get down from here?
I mean, you could probably make it pretty quick if you wanted to.
I feel like you were waiting for someone to ask that.
But it would take a couple of seconds at least to get down. Like 10.
Okay, like there's a slope.
I mean, it'd be a climbing check for sure.
What about acrobatics to slide down it like Lara Croft, progressing to the next level?
Okay, but then you have to do the side-to-side stuff to avoid getting impaled.
Yeah, that's not fun.
God, I hate
Sonya
those parts.
We'll finish saying, spare those who surrender, and then he will move to get ready to go down a slightly less scary part.
Okay. Castana.
I mean, did the scary noises seem to have any effect?
No, they can barely hear you through the gunshots and
Shouting people.
yeah, all the shouting and gunshots and
You've probably heard someone galloping close to you, and then a loud
Yeah, I'll
whinny
like
of pain.
peek over the edge to look at that guy. And then I'm gonna insult his start insulting his honor. But that's gonna take probably like 2 or 3 rounds.
Okay. The soldiers. Okay, so we're gonna start with these
They
two.
just heard that any who surrender will be spared.
Climbing. Okay. This guy takes a shot at Annabelle.
Bring it. Up 7. Probably just less than 10.
5. And limited by riding.
True.
That's the wrong character. So this is a total of a -6.
Phew. Just an ordinary gun.
Yes. Let's see. This guy was aimed at Sanyo, but then Sanyo disappeared. So he is going to go pick another target, of which he really can't see.
That must be frightening.
This guy runs off over here, and he's going to be in some cover. This guy also does something similar. Boom, cover. This guy takes cover, and then it's brain damage.
Alright, let's try the shot again. Can I still
Yes.
shoot at this too?
Yes.
Okay. It's now 7 yards. Does that change anything?
Mm.
It's
Although-
a -2.
This guy, it was hard to represent, but he's like standing in cover at this guy. Oh, you're shooting at the horse guy. So the second guy is in like half cover.
There is
cover.
a castle icon at the bottom of the icons list.
Oh, that works.
Second last row. Second from the end of that row. Now he can only move straight, up, down, left, or right.
But as much as he
88.
wants.
I'll take that hack.
What's the penalty for half cover?
-2, I believe. Also can't target the hidden locations.
Are his vitals exposed?
Half of them are.
Half of them, okay. So -5 for the vitals.
You didn't need the fast draw, and
Yeah.
the first one seems to be a critical.
That was for the head on the guy on the horse.
Okay, so not a critical, but clunk. So Mr.
No,
Headshot.
I see that you included that, didn't you? Yeah, hit location, range penalty.
Oh,
Well, but you rolled a 10.
Yeah, it's just a normal,
okay.
no extra effects.
Okay.
Normal, nothing fancy about
So
it. Skull shot.
7 times 4. 14.
5 times 4.
30. 5 times 4. 5 times 4.
Skull. DR.
Oh, right. So
Was it-
20 to the dome. So first we'll roll death. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. He's got an arrow in his fucking head and he's alive.
And conscious. No, not conscious. No.
Stun and knockdown were at -10.
Okay, so he is falling off
But
the horse.
he might be conscious.
Yeah, he's off the horse on his back, but he is in fact still conscious.
He's just saying like gerbil, gerbil. Why does everything taste like Wednesday?
Grog!
I believe I can only move this too, right?
Wait, and this guy?
Oh, right. And he took
24 vitals
24
Yeah,
to the
8 to the
vital.
left
total.
one.
Yes, I hope that he's not rolling 24 damage.
It's that rocket arrow.
Didn't help him though. I hope this guy survives because he's kind of a terrifying badass.
Has he laid down his arms?
I feel like
We've
he
got you a
doesn't.
friend, brain damage. You've made yourself a friend.
It's me, Grog, and this guy now.
Where am I?
I'll have me girl patch him up for you.
But yeah, Grog, you move.
Is that as far as I can move, or can I move one more?
Did you move 2? Yeah, that's
Yes.
as far as you can move.
That's my turn.
Okay.
You could use extra effort to take an extra step, I believe. A double step.
He gets to move one step after on his next move, right?
Grog?
Yeah, you'll be able to. Oh, wait, him. Yeah, he could
Yes.
technically move as he gets up.
Then yes, I'll use one fatigue to get one extra effort.
Okay.
Get 14. And I move 2 more, right?
It'd just be one more.
One more.
One of the steps you took would have been double.
All right. That's fine.
Alright. And then I think Sebastian takes a step and grabs his sword. And Ms. Annabelle. You can
These guys climb invisible yet?
you can see like the feather of a hat popping up over the ledge. But they're not quite up yet.
And if I take a step forward?
You can see most of it ahead.
Dual weapon attack at his face, maybe? Nah, he's
Boom!
climbing. I'm just going to point both guns at his face. And
Okay.
finish where I was shouting to Grog, which is, we want that one alive.
Sonyo!
How many turns to descend safely?
I need to go check climbing. I meant to do that a moment ago.
349.
Ordinary mountain. 10 feet a minute.
In combat, 1 feet every 2 turns, which is kind of barely anything.
Isn't
Yeah.
this more of a slope though? Like this isn't a straight up thing.
Not a straight up thing, but like it's more vertical
Okay.
than not. I'll say you can get safely about a meter a second.
Cool. Sanyo does that. Kristana.
I continue to insult him, over the couple seconds it's going to take.
Okay. Soldiers. All right. So, two minus 3. Boom. All right. So this is going for our archer in the back, and it hits.
No.
Yeah. I'm very sorry, Z, but I think you just took a bullet. Ooh.
No.
Oh my god.
Does the soldier did not have any minus to hit from that direction?
He's been aiming. He had it braced.
Distance?
It was a -5. So his grand total was -3.
I can't cure dead.
He may not be dead.
Let's look that.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I do have
What's your luck
defensive
timer on?
luck.
What?
Hmm?
What level of luck is it? How often?
It's level 1. Defensive only.
How often is that?
It's every hour, 60 minutes.
Oh, oh my god!
Well, it's still a hit.
It hits.
Well, that's from the side.
From the side?
Yeah.
No, it's from the back. The side hexes are these ones, aren't they?
No, this is the back hex. There's a side and there's a side. These 3 are front.
I'll accept it.
From this point towards here is the back.
Alright, so
This is still the side.
roll it.
Dodge at -2.
Oh, yep, left. Dodge and drop at my. Oh, you're already partially
Dodge and
dropped.
drop.
Drop even further. Oh, did you? Oh, wait.
Oh!
Did you cover?
James, did you include the minus for him crouching?
No, I
It's a
did not.
minus to hit someone in a different posture.
I did not.
He missed.
Oh,
Minus
yep, he
2.
missed.
Oh,
Did not count that part. Okay.
Guess that luck wasn't used.
No, it was not. And that bullet goes zing right past you. It was very, very close.
Just out of curiosity, yeah, I'll still make the dodge. Spending 1 fatigue, that would be.
And now it's you.
Ooh. All right. Let's. I heard that.
Yeah.
So it's 14. I'm 10 yards above him.
And he is in 3/4 cover.
So -2.
And you can only shoot like above the shoulders.
Can I shoot him in the head?
Yes.
All right.
As a matter of fact, that's the like predominant thing that you can see.
Then it's gonna be 2 arrows in the head.
You're like, oh no, you didn't.
Actually, one is skull, and I'll say another one is eye. The second one. Ooh,
So, wait, they both hit?
looks good to me.
Oh my god.
40 damage total.
Yeah. He's just dead.
No, 41 damage total.
Yeah, he's you know, no longer.
Unless he dodged, you know.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he does get a defense.
I guess he does get that. He sees that shit coming. He's gonna dodge and drop. Oh.
Boo!
Ah! Now he's on his back. Which brings us back to Grog.
can I switch to the chain as an action? Then try and attack his feet? Sorry, hook his feet or leg.
So you want to swing at his legs?
Yeah, I want to hook him and bring him to me.
Like he's kind of facing you and still kneeling. So his legs are kind of on the ground right now.
I'll say surrender and hold my action. See what he does. And then my turn.
Okay. He he says never, and then pocket sand. Only, he grabs a fistful of sand off the ground and
Shisha!
throws it at your face.
Does he succeed?
I'm actually not sure entirely how this is gonna work.
I've read that in martial arts.
Martial arts. That is a place where that would be, wouldn't it?
Search for dirty fighting.
tricks.
Dirty trick.
Martial arts 76.
Dirty tricks. Any. It's kidding. Throwing dirt.
DX -2, pretty much.
Yep. DX -2. The
Victim made
doc,
block.
if hit, must roll against HT. Oh god, this is probably not going to work out real well. So
Rock can just like put his face in a sand dune and look at the individual grains. He just blinks it into his eyes and he's like, no big deal.
DX -2. And he misses. He throws a wad of sand at you and it goes over your shoulder.
He didn't surrender, Grog. What are you going to do about it?
Did he stand when he tossed the pocket sand?
No, he did not.
I'll smack him in the face with the hook.
That'd kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him. I just want to like disrespectful smack.
All right, throw it. That's -5.
Going all out.
7 for distance. Determined.
Distance melee.
Yes. Determined uses a focus, right?
No. Just sacrifices dodge.
Okay. So that ends up at -3 or at just -1.
It'd be -1 for face.
Success.
Damn.
Gets a -2 to dodge for his posture.
Still hits. Or still parries.
8 cutting damage to the face.
No, he.
Well, I'm not. Oh, right. It's not crushing anymore. This is This is the cleaver. Sorry. This is the right damage. Just crushing is the hook.
Yeah, he parried it.
Much into the
Oh!
face. Oh, he parried
Attempts
it.
to
Sick.
Can he parry a hook?
Yeah, I was just reading that attempts to parry flails are at a -4, and fencing weapons cannot parry at all. Oh, okay.
So my hook counters his weapon. That's interesting to know.
You know what? He spends the FP and he still parries. So, boom. Boom. It is parried. So you throw that hook and he like swings his sword and like kind of knocks the hook itself out of the way.
Such skill.
Annabelle.
Did this guy duck keep climbing?
He still hasn't seen you. So he was actually climbing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What a numbnuts.
Like, at this point, you can see his whole face. His whole stupid face as he looks up and sees both barrels of that thing.
Yes, skull. I aimed.
He's like right the fuck there.
I've got the well-loaded pistol as well, so I'm going to go all out, so it's only a -1 to hit his skull.
Oh my god. Well. We'll see if he does this in time. Ah,
Lucky.
he lets go of the rock wall. He proceeds to take out the guy below him, and they both wind up taking. So he's falling 7. So the first guy takes. Oh, god damn it. I hit reset, not.
I'm also going to step and go into a crouch.
So the first guy takes 3 damage, and the second guy takes 6 as his buddy falls on top of him.
Ooh, location for that second one is important.
That's a 14 and a 10. So
10 for the second one, did you say?
the 10 for the first one, 14 for the second.
Ooh. If it's a limb, then they're all busted.
They're all busted?
Left leg, yeah, both his legs are broken.
Okay. He
Cripple
landed on his
one limb.
feet.
In a fall, then all of that type are crippled.
Oh, okay. Great. So he's screaming. And
Oh no, you need to roll 1d actually. It says it in the roll template.
oh, really?
Yeah, on a 5/6, all limbs type.
Well, he still broke his leg.
At least one.
Yep. The
That
other
was a
guy.
really good attack.
Damaged 2 people with 1 bullet.
Yeah. All right. Sanyo is still climbing.
Yeah. He'll go
Castana,
down one more level.
you're muted.
I will finish my insult on him. And maybe he'll hear it and stun him for a round.
Okay.
I believe this is public speaking, yeah.
Could potentially stun him for infinite rounds.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know what I say, but it is a wicked burn.
And that's how Vicious Mockery was born.
I'm sorry. You were being loud. He hears it.
I was like shouting that shit.
He hears it.
I think he takes 1 HP of injury because of the critical success.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Oh, he does?
It
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, 1 HP of injury.
Like he bites his tongue or something.
Okay.
And that'd actually, if he's got 10 HP, that'd put him at 0 HP.
He does not have 10 HP. He's got 12.
Yeah, but so he's stunned for that round, unable to do anything.
I think it until he manages to roll will, isn't it? At least one, but potentially lots.
Let me look up that ability again, because it might have more.
I think this is just 1 second.
I think so too, but I just want to double check to. Rapier Wit is base 79. I don't have the book open. System.
A critical
No,
success causes 1 HP of physical damage as well.
Yeah, but it's mentally stunned as page 420. Blaze it. And mentally stunned says you've got to roll every turn to recover.
Oh,
And
Alright.
it's an IQ.
Well, in either case, it is the soldier's turn, and the ones that are still like not dead are going. You start seeing like rifles get thrown around a corner. Like, we give up.
Smart boys.
Yeah,
I'll yell down.
and I think we could probably end combat here. So you have
Sebastian gets all tied up.
Oh yeah, tie him up good.
okay. Yep. Tie him up, and the survivors. I'm just gonna start dragging survivors and everybody to one central location. Unless you want Sebastian away from his men.
Yes, Sonia will walk over to Sebastian with the mask still on.
Okay. There's a dude. He's in a lot of pain because there is an arrow sticking out of his face.
Oh yeah, Castana, Castana.
there's a couple of guys who are screaming. One of them's like, "My leg is broken!"
What?
There's some injured people.
There's
Perhaps I
there's a
help you down
horse
and you-
with a broken leg that is making an unending ruckus, as
I'll
you would
put my other
expect.
pistol that's still loaded to its head and pull the trigger.
Okay, yeah, that takes care of that.
Which guys? Did Grog kill himself? I'm gonna.
Why? See to Grog first, and then that guy with the arrow in his dome, and then that guy whose knee is no longer inside his body.
That guy is never gonna dance again.
What happened with Grog? He got hit in the
Slashed.
Yeah,
Torso
there's a deep gouge like in his torso area.
exocentric.
He has like a
Esoteric?
huge cut on his chest.
Esoteric medicine or surgery in this instance.
This
Just
might
first
actually
aid, I
be
think.
esoteric medicine.
Oh, first aid at first, right?
Yeah.
He is first aided.
It'll take like 30 minutes.
Yep. So yeah, you're working on that. So
And while we're tying the rest of them up, Sanyo can have his conversation.
yep, Sanyo, you have approached Sebastian. Still in your mask. Who are you? What do you want from us?
You were told to leave. You did not leave.
What right do you have to tell
And
me
Sonia
to
will
leave?
take off the mask.
You.
Why are you here?
For you, and more importantly, those stones.
You wish to steal them back.
From you, yes.
I told you not to pursue me.
And why would I listen to you?
We were for years good friends. We trusted each other.
A trust based entirely on a lie.
I see. You are saying that you are going to pursue me endlessly then. You have traveled so far.
I will pursue you until you face justice for the lies and treasons you have committed.
then it appears as if there will be no end to this ever.
There will be. You on a noose.
Do you not know why we are traveling here? This skull, these statues, they are cursed. If you take them, you too shall be cursed.
Bah, curses. Don't tell me you believe in such ridiculous nonsense.
Sonia will reveal his tattoos. I am certain you do not remember this.
You got some work done on your travels.
They have been growing.
He kicks over a bucket of cutlery.
Towards my heart. It will kill me if I am not able to return these statues in time.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to receive trail justice.
I have a great deal of respect for you, Sebastian. I consider you to be an honorable, noble man, a good man. Moreover, I consider you to be a good man, deserving of a good death if that is what it must come to. Pick up your weapon.
He like spits at your feet.
Ugh. I say as I'm working on the stomach. Right there, that's like right next to these two.
What?
I just groaned at your guys'
The guy with the stomach is over here.
grog.
Grog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grog. Okay, yeah, Grog, right. It was the other guy with the leg, okay.
Yeah.
Does Sebastian go to pick up his weapon?
No. He's like,
I see. Then this will have to do. He's at a -4 to DX from being tied up, right? So -2 to dodge and stuff.
yeah.
Probably can't add a retreat.
No.
All out
He's also
determined vitals, 2 levels of deceptive.
Oh shit.
He's also at a 1/3 move. And half dodge, is it?
Okay. Yeah.
And an additional -2 to dodge.
Probably versus a 3 for his dodge. If he's got FP, he could make that a 5.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a low roll, but that's to the vitals.
Well, just
And if he
times
doesn't
6.
quite die yet, I will grab the throwing knife I have and just also go vitals there.
Okay. Yeah, because he is still alive.
Fucking hell. Let's. Can
Brutal
I
Samuel.
re-roll my
He's-
Mangosh attack? Can I luck that?
Sure.
What a sadistic torturer.
Yeah, you're just sitting here fucking prison shaking this man.
There we go. The first attack has been lucked to deal 18 damage instead.
There you go. Okay, yes, you kill him.
It's a lot nicer. If that doesn't insta-kill him, then it'll at least knock him out until he bleeds to death.
Not
Yes.
even I have killed chickens that brutally.
Yeah, he goes down. There is
The
no
guy
more.
with the arrow in his head and the guy, no, just the one with the arrow in his head probably is going to have bled to death by time.
Yeah, he's looking worse and worse. Like he went from screaming and now he's just kind of mindlessly.
I mean, maybe one of the soldiers has first aid.
Aye, any of you here want to see if you can save your friend's life?
I
The
think
girl
they're
will fix
actually
him up.
like working on it right now. Like there's a couple
Yeah.
of them. They don't seem like to know what the hell to do with this, but
If they stop the bleeding, he will live.
yeah, I think they kind of just wrap up the shaft and manage to bandage around the wound like that and stabilize the arrow.
I have seen brain damage putting his arrowheads in his poop, though, so.
Just to make everything go septic.
Yeah, I poop in my quivers.
Oh.
No wonder no one wants to be your friend.
No quivers on the dining room anymore.
What dining room?
Dining deck. Sorry.
In peace.
What dining deck?
Oh. Mary. No, wait, wrong boat.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta accept that I poop in my quivers.
Oh.
All right. Anyhow, yes, you guys have taken a bunch of prisoners. Sebastian Harcourt is no longer a problem for you. Grog is in the process of getting patched up. And I think that's where we're going to call episode 11 today. Do we have anything that we'd like to do on the outro? Like we're
I don't think so.
Grub's
No, I'm
gonna
good.
get a badass scar.
You should roll how much damage you heal on Grog. 1d6 minus 1.
Ah. Four.
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, young captain.
Yeah,
Not tonight.
again and again with you.
Someone has to take a hit.
Yeah, I think mainly we'd head back to our camp, bring these soldiers with us, and get the rest that we need.
Take their horses.
Yeah, bring the horses too. Try and keep them alive.
Actually, Grog, check if you want to roll an animal handling for these horses.
Okay. Success.
Yeah, they are definitely dehydrated and overheated.
I'll get them some water and get them well.
We can't spare that much, probably. Although these guys have probably got a bunch of water rations that can be spared now.
They
Yeah,
don't have as
Grog.
much as you would think.
Idiots.
What, the guys who run on horses in the middle of the day in the desert don't have much water?
They don't have much water left.
I don't know. I don't think. Spare them a tiny bit, and we'll pray we come across water at some point soon. Otherwise, I think these horses might just have to bite it. Because the actions of these idiots. I turn and say at the soldiers.
We were just following orders.
Well, that's a grand defense, that is. I'll remember that one.
Okay, Eichmann.
Nuremberg defense never works.
Yeah.
All right. So, We are back at camp. You've got some prisoners and some horses that are very happy to see some water.
We've got Harcourt's tent.
You do, in fact, have Harcourt's tent.
Shaving crane.
Shaving cream.
And you know that his ship's going to be there when you get back to those docks.
Oh. But that were all I wanted to do.
Cool. Anybody else?
What kind of supplies did they have left? Like, were they just keeping food? Did they have any gold? Did they have any?
They have hardtack and jerky. They've got like some bandages. They there's ammo for their rifles.
That's good.
And powder and the standard stuff like that. But for the most part, just survival stuff, tents, that kind of jazz. Nothing. There was no gold or anything. Hardcore had a pouch, probably 1,000 gold in it.
Anything else on his belongings, like a map or a letter?
Yeah, he has a journal. He's got a copy of Lord Reynolds' journal, along with his own personal journal. There's kind of a crude map, but honestly, your guide even gets a look at it and is like, I'm very impressed that this man was able to get here on this map.
Gronk will get the map, the diaries, and the coin purse to the captain, and he'll try and pack everything else with the rest and hope for the best.
Is she really a captain still?
I think we need to live something out.
It just takes slightly longer when you're doing it.
Oh, okay. So we don't lose any loot. Good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about where we're going to call it for today. Thank you.
I passed Harcourt's personal journal on to Sanyo.
Okay.
And the other journal on to Daughter, but I think she's already got the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I've been carrying the goodies.
The statues?
Yeah.
And riding kind of in the middle of the pack, I imagine.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was Windraker, episode 11. Join us next week for the grand finale of Windraker. We are almost to the close of this adventure. I am James, the GM. Joining us today, we had Ever.
Hello, I was Grub Pegleg, your anti-infantry, anti-cavalry unit.
Okay, you totally brought that horse down. We had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared, played Sanyo Asuhail. Encountered my rival, who I tricked into believing I was noble a few years ago. Was discovered a few months ago. And there was no other alternative.
Could have tied him up and took him along. You already have prisoners.
He was just going to pursue me as soon as I let him go.
Okay, that's fair.
They're probably going to be ex-employed once they come back.
We had Luke.
Hey, Luke. I played Captain Annabelle Bird. I feel we may actually achieve this now. I don't know what kind of other things we could face. Maybe 4 dragons that try to eat us. Oh dear.
Yeah, you're all gonna die.
Well, it's that guy.
And then we had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I bet Kostiana. She's kind of the shit, yo.
And then last but certainly not least, we had our pincushion murder machine, Z Warrior.
I'm the Warrior. I'm playing Alphinic, the carrier of brain damage, and also distributor of brain damage.
Yeah, apparently.
Every now and then I spawn a minion.
Anyhow, that was us. We are the Kobold Cafe. You can catch us on most of the major platforms by looking for the Kobold Cafe. We've got an internet or a website called the Kobold Cafe. There's a theme, but check us out. Watch more videos. Coming up later this week, we will have Thursday. We will be playing Star Wars in Tabletop Simulator using the Star Wars system from Fantasy Flight Games. And Friday, we will be playing Frozen Gods, Episode 2. And that will be a GURPS game. And then next week, you can catch us right here, same time, same place, to see the final adventure of Windraker. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and catch you next time.